Hello, welcome to the Daily Purposeful Movement. Today we're going to talk about stretching, and the video is going to be a bit long, so I'm going to post it to the YouTube channel. But we're going to go over, all of the body stretches. There are many different ways that you can stretch a quadricep, many different ways you can stretch a hamstring. I'm going to really give you the 30,000 level, and then you can dive in and find more stretches for you. So we're going to start with the hamstrings, and the hamstrings are located the back of your upper your thighs, your upper leg. So we're going to start standing nice and tall. You're both sit bones, feet are out, and we're simply going to walk our hands forward. Now, it's a little cold here. It's early in the morning. My hamstrings aren't that warm, so I'm not going to get very deep of a stretch. But I did about 10 minutes on my stationary bike just to try to warm up my body. So I'm hinging through my hips and I'm reaching down towards my toes. Bending your knees is going to shorten the muscle. We really want to elongate it. An option is to grab a towel, a strap, a tie, a belt, whatever you've got. And wrap it around the bottom of your feet. Your feet stay dorsiflex, meaning your toes are pointed to the sky. And then just hinge forward. So we're not rounding, keeping my back straight. And feel the stretch of the back of your legs. Now this is a double leg. You can take it and do single leg. We're going to turn and we're going to hinge forward. Now you can keep that opposite leg straight or bent. So I'm really isolating the right hamstrings. Remembering to breathe. Throughout this entire series, the single most important thing that you can do is to make sure you breathe. We tend to hold our breath when we hold a stretch. We're going to make sure that you have full inhalation and exhalation. Not forcing it. So here are your hamstrings. The quadriceps stretches, and these are the front of your thighs. We're going to do them standing. I do have a chair. I'm going to grab that. You don't have to use a chair for balance. So we're going to bring knees together. You're going to reach around and grab around the outside and grab the shoelaces and then bring your knees together. So I'm still standing nice and tall, shoulders back. And then you're pressing that foot into your hand. So what you're doing is you're engaging the quads. Now I'm not bringing my knee out. Alignment's really important. That standing knee is slightly bent. And then press that foot into your hand. So you're engaging. Remembering to breathe, and we're gonna hold 10 to 20 seconds. The video, I probably won't hold it for that long because we have so many stretches to get through that the video will be 40 minutes long. So again, we're gonna do one side to the other side. I should have turned. Again, pressing that foot, kick that foot, that's the key. Keeping my knees somewhat together. Standing tall, I should not be looking down. I'm stretching those quads. Breathing. So there, now we've got cat-cow. And we already do this in the Daily Purposeful Movement Challenge. So we're gonna start in that crawling position, good neutral wrist position. Middle finger just pointed forward, elbows are bent. We're gonna pull and round your spine, tuck your chin under. And then letting your belly go, roll your shoulders back and look up. So again, flexing your spine, tuck your chin under. There's your cow. So come from the side. So my wrists are directly under my shoulders, my hips are over my knees. I'm gonna round and flex your spine, tuck your tailbone under. And then dropping for cow. We're just getting spinal mobility. So there is your cat-cow. Next up is we have butterfly stretch, and then we're gonna go to standing calf stretch. Remember in my garage, I don't have any real doorways here or blank walls, so we're gonna make do. So butterfly stretches, feet together. So let your knees roll it to the side. You're sitting on both sit bones, shoulders rolled back, and you're just stretching out those inner thighs. Also really the groin. You can hinge forward if you want. You can play and move your heels a little further away or bring them closer. Just letting your knees roll out. Try not to press your elbows into your knees though for the butterfly stretch. You don't want to put any additional stress on the inside of your knees. you're trying to sit nice and tall. It's easy to kind of round and hunch forward. Shoulders back, lifting through your crown. And there's your butterfly stretch. Next up is we have a standing calf stretch. So again, I'm challenged in my garage. I'm gonna use my garage door. It sounds like what it is. You're gonna bring your toes against that wall, that door, and then lean forward. So you're gonna feel the stretch along the back of your calves. Those two muscles again are the gastrocs and the soleus. Breathing. We use those calf muscles a lot in the Daily Purposeful Movement Challenge with all the jumping, step ups, any squat jumps, burpees, that's all calves. Remembering to breathe, challenging it, but don't force it. And really just give yourself time to stretch. In a world where we're go, 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 if you need to, set a timer on your phone or your Google thing or your Alexa's thing, and just say, hey, 10 minutes, I'm just gonna stretch. Just do it. All right, next is spinal twist. There's two ways that we can do this. First one is we're gonna start tall. We're gonna bring that leg across, still sitting tall. We're gonna place your right hand under your shoulder. Your left elbow is gonna come across to the outside of that right thigh and look over that right shoulder. So this is one variation. It's seated spinal twist. We want good spinal mobility. So we can bend, reach, carry, lift, twist. So again, we're gonna take right leg is straight, crossing the left leg over. Left hand's under your shoulder. Right elbow's gonna come across to that right left thigh and then look over. Trying to sit tall. Pull, engage your core. We're gonna breathe in and then breathe out. We're gonna go a little bit deeper. So you're gonna move with the breath out. Breathe in and then breathe out. Exhalation, you're gonna go a little deeper into the stretch wherever you are. Another option is we're gonna be on our backs. Bending your knees. We're gonna lift our sit bones up and move about 2 inches to the right. Straighten your left leg. And now the right knee comes across, anchoring both shoulder blades, and turn and look over your right shoulder. So right knee is going to the left, you're looking to the right. That top leg, which for us is the right leg, can be bent or straight, doesn't matter. Ease into it. We're gonna come up. Again, lifting both sit bones up, traveling, shifting a little, about 2 inches over, more to the left. Straighten your right leg, left knee comes over. So you don't start in a neutral position. Both shoulder blades are anchored. The tendency is kind of to lift that, this here being the right shoulder off, to go a little bit deeper. Don't do it. Opening up your chest. This is where all the wall angels have come into play. Breathing. So listen to your body. Okay, next up is that we have forward fold. So this we're gonna start standing. Put your hip level apart, and we're simply just gonna, don't lock your knees and just hinge. Let your head hang. Hands on the mat, hands on your shins, and just anchor your heels and toes and just lift your sit bones up a little higher. You're gonna feel that stretch along your back of your legs. Now ragdoll, we're gonna add that since we're here, is also gonna stretch the upper back and shoulders. Find opposite elbows, and letting the opposite elbows just kind of pull you down. I'm gonna shake your head yes and no. Still in forward fold, but you just added the ragdoll arms. You're gonna just open up the shoulders a bit here. Breathing. So there's two options, okay. Next up is we have child's pose. So this, we're gonna start, big toes together, knees apart. We're gonna bring your forehead to or towards the mat. Come on, drop your sit bones back and reach your hands forward. Now press the pads of your fingers and palms, then pull your shoulder blades down your spine. You're gonna feel the stretch across your upper back. You're stretching your quads. There's a lot going on with child's pose. We think it's just a resting pose. There's not, there's a lot going on. Come on. Actively pulling your shoulder blades down. Feel that stretch across your upper back. Child's pose may be the most underrated yoga pose there is. There's a lot going on here. Sit back a little bit deeper, come on. Wiggle those sit bones back a little further. Press the pads of your fingers and your thumbs and then really pull your shoulder blades down. You're gonna feel the stretch. The back of your shoulders, your upper back, your neck. Breathing. And there's child's pose. Okay, next up is we have bridge. Again, we do this a lot in the Daily Purposeful Movement Challenge. So you're gonna have your knees bent, and we're gonna press your sit bones up. You're really opening up your chest, roll your shoulders back, have your shoulder blades anchored on your mat. Then as you wiggle, bringing more of the upper body. So you're opening up your chest, you're stretching your quads as well. Come on, press up. Come on, press, 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 press. So there's your bridge. We do this in Daily Purposeful Movement already. Okay, next up is chest opening. This we're gonna do with doorway stretches, which I don't have here in my garage. So we're gonna talk about doorway stretch, but since I'm here, we're gonna talk about cobra. This is a yoga pose. So if you do my yoga classes, I do cobra a lot. You're gonna come down to the mat, bring your chin to the mat, and place your hands underneath your shoulders. Elbows are tucked in. Now bring your feet together, press the top of your feet onto the mat. Without pressing your hands. Your hands are just hanging out. If you need to, bring them up. Lift up. So you're opening up your chest, and you feel it in your back. Roll your shoulders back. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. So there's cobra, and then doorway stretch is that you're gonna come to a doorway. Imagine I'm here, it's not great. Hands on either side of the doorway, and then you're gonna hinge forward. So you're gonna feel the stretch from your pectoral muscles right along your sternum out. Shoulders down, neck is long, and just hinge forward a little bit. Don't lock your knees. Now another stretch that I do is I do it with countertops or tables. I'm gonna do it with a chair because that's all I've got here. So I have my patients step away, knees are bent, shoulder blades pulled back, and just hinging through your hips and just let your head kind of come down. This is similar to the child's pose that we're at. You're gonna feel a hamstring stretch, yes. Really feeling it across your upper back, those rotator muscles. Trying to keep the shoulder blades pulled down, breathing. Okay, now we've got knee to chest. So we're gonna go back to the mat. Lots of up downs here today, folks. Okay, so we're laying flat on the mat. We're gonna bring right knee to your chest while the left leg is flat on your mat. Then, after about 10 to 20 seconds, we're gonna bring that knee out towards the armpits. You're gonna escape your rib cage. So you're just stretching your hip, breathing. I'm gonna come back to neutral and switch. So right leg is straight. We're gonna draw the left knee in towards your chest, holding, come on, just pull it in. Then 10, 20 seconds, we're gonna bring that left knee towards your shoulder blade, keeping that right leg straight. Breathe, 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 push, push, push. Again, 10, 20 seconds. Don't rush it. For the sake of the video, we're gonna rush it. Because this isn't a stretching class, which I can do a stretching video if you would like, but just to know it'll probably be a good 30 minutes. Then we're gonna go to figure four. So this is the variation of pigeon, which I do in a hands and knees position. I'm gonna show it from on our back position. So we're gonna bend that left knee. We're gonna bring that right foot across that left thigh. So you're now in the figure four position, keeping your head and your shoulder blades on the mat. So you're gonna feel it through that right hip. And then when you're ready, you're gonna bring that left knee towards your body. So you're gonna take your hands and thread it through underneath that right foot and grab that left thigh. Now, if you feel like that right knee's kind of turned a little bit, place the right hand above the knee. So you're not pressing into your knee joint, to kind of just press that forward position away. So you're really stretching those hip extensors, breathing. So we're gonna go to the other side. So knees are bent. We're gonna place your left foot across that right thigh. So you've created this kind of figure four position. Then to add on is we're gonna bring that right knee towards your body, thread your hands underneath that left foot, grab the outside of your right thigh. If need be, take your left hand and place it above that left knee to kind of just press away a little bit. So there, you're stretching out your hip extensors. Really great stretch for the piriformis. Breathing. So there's your figure 4. Then we're gonna go to neck stretches. So we're gonna do this, I'm gonna do this kind of on my knees, you can see. So I'm gonna bring my hands and clasp them behind you. So elbows nice and wide. Now tuck your chin under. Don't force it, but feel that stretch. Chin to chest. We're gonna come back up. Now take a slight look up. We're not going back. I don't want you to hyperextend your neck. Keep your elbows out to your sides. You're gonna feel the stretch across your chest as well and shoulders. We're gonna come back to neutral. Now this I have my patient seated, and there's a reason why. So we're gonna come back to a seated position. We're gonna place your right hand and place it underneath your sit bone. So to really let that ear and shoulder come away, because the shoulder likes to creep up along your ear. Then your left hand is gonna come around, and cross over and grab the outside of that right head, and then gently pull. We're not tractioning, we're not yanking. So the right shoulder is pulled down, anchored by the right hand that you're sitting on, and we're slowly just bringing that ear shoulder. Breathing, challenging, not forcing it. So we're gonna come back up and switch sides. So take your left hand and slide it under your glute, your belt, your whatever, booty. So that ear and shoulder have some space. Your right hand is gonna reach around and cross over and help guide that right ear to shoulder, and just ease into that stretch. And sit nice and tall. Respect the differences from left to right. Breathing. Guiding, not yanking. There's a big difference. Ease into that stretch. It's not a race. And then we're going to slowly come up. Be respectful of the neck. There's a lot going on. Then we've got some shoulder stretches. So again, doorway stretch is great. That tabletop is great. We're going to take your right, there you go, my right hand, and grab my left elbow. The left hand is going to come across. Okay? Now we're going to roll that shoulder back and down, and then press that hand in towards that elbow. So press, press, press. That shoulder is down and back. We're going to come up and switch. So right hand comes here, comes across to the left. Left hand's going to grab the right elbow. There you go. We're going to roll that right shoulder back and down, and then press. Breathing. So helping to guide that shoulder back and down, hold it there, challenge it. Breathing. And then we're going to come up. So now we have downward facing dog, which is great for the upper back, and we do this a lot in my yoga classes. So start in that neutral wrist position, bring your heels up, roll your shoulders back, draw your heels towards the ground, and press your chest towards your thighs. So just feeling that stretch. Ears away from your shoulders. So there. Then we've got tricep stretch. So this we can do seated, standing. I'm already on the ground. So you're gonna take your right elbow, bend it. Right hand's gonna come down. Sitting nice and tall. Left hand's gonna come to that right elbow and help guide it down. So you're gonna feel that triceps, and again, reminder, the triceps are located in the upper arm and the back side. So if your palms are facing forward, the muscles are behind you. So we're gonna switch. Breathing. Touching out those triceps. All right, next up is we have ankle rolls. You can do this seated, and all we're doing is we're going to lead with your big toe, make a couple of clockwise circles and then counterclockwise circles, just getting mobility and motion through those ankle joints. You might hear snap, crackle, and pops, and that's just synovial fluid, releasing any pressure in those joints. Motion is lotion. So just leading with your big toe, clockwise and counterclockwise circles. Don't hurry, don't rush it. Okay. Now we're gonna go to leg swings, and then the final thing is we're gonna do is lunge stretches. So leg swings, it's just to get mobility. So you grab a wall, grab a chair. I'm just gonna simply swing your legs up. So as far as you can go forward, as far as you can go back. Swinging those legs. Okay, I'm gonna switch. I like holding onto something. You don't need to. Again, we're just swinging those hips. Mobility, motion is lotion. And we do lunges in the strength series, but we also need to do them for stretching. So we're gonna come down onto that knee, ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips, and we're gonna hinge forward. So I'm gonna feel that groin stretch. So my left knee is bent, I'm stretching my right side. As soon as we kind of hinge forward, I've shortened that muscle. We want to keep it nice and long. Iliopsoas muscle here. This is hurtful for your knee. You can put some extra padding. Breathing. I'm gonna come up and switch sides. So again, this is our last stretch. Let me know what you guys think, knowing that I rushed through it, so the video is not 30 minutes long. Breathing. Ears over shoulders, you're gonna feel the stretch. If you have any questions, reach out to me, let me know. Otherwise, keep moving your body. Thank you for participating in the Daily Purposeful Movement Challenge. Stretching is one of the key factors of physical activity, which is one of the pillars of aging well. Have a great day.